Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, your likes, shares, anyone that's subscribed. Welcome to my channel. South Witch here, coming to you with a video. Today's video is wish powder. How you make wish powder. Did a spell for the corn moon to sell my house with the St. Joseph statue. I mentioned that in the video. While I was online looking around for sell my house spells and videos and learn how to use St. Joseph for whatever research, let's say, I stumbled across a video for wish powder. I say a lot in my videos, witchcraft is a practice, folks. It's a way of life and it's a practice, like a law practice, because you can spend the rest of your life and never know everything there is to know about it. I've been doing it for 9 years now. I mentioned that in videos. Realized I could have been doing it my whole life. I had it in me. Mentioned in videos I had to have been a witch in another life. I'll make a video about that maybe sometime. That's not all what this video is about. But I'm back to, you never learn everything you want. You're always learning something new, and that's part of it. So I was happy to learn about this wish powder and to make it. You, like any spell or anything you do, you light your candles, set your intentions, let your intentions be known, and then you start to make your wish powder. So I decided to do a video. After I made the wish powder for myself, I decided to do a video on how to make it. It also inspired me to do a video on herbs and plants and a little bit of green witchcraft, if you will, or green witchery, let's say it that way. And so I started to do this and then continue on with the herb video, but no, I decided to make 2 videos out of it. I thought it would be much easier. And yeah, it was, because I spend a lot of time on my altars. I say that in every video. I'm the witch altar queen. Anytime I do a spell or a ritual or I make something, I go all out to set up the table. And, my whole area, I treat it like an altar, regardless of what area I'm working in. If you follow my channel and watch my videos, I've done video in every room of my house and just about every wall in my house. I've done one before on the stove. Today's video pertains to the kitchen, so yeah, a little bit of kitchen witchcraft here and a little bit of green witchcraft here. I made a video once on all the different types of witches, and I stated you can just call me a general witch because there's a little bit of everything about every single witch category that pertains to me in my practice, or I might use at some point in time in my practice or my journey, or magic, however you want to say it, all the above. So we're making this wish powder. I'm going to go ahead and name the ingredients, even though hopefully you can see them all in the video. You're going to need pepper, cloves, rosemary, cinnamon, powdered eggshells. Star of anise is optional. I did use star of anise in mine. It also, the video went on to say that you could use, if you were doing a wish for love, you could use flowers or even roses, whether that's dried or fresh. I would recommend dried roses if you were going to put them in a powder, but you do you, boo. I say that in a lot of videos. Star of anise, normally I only use in my road opener spell once a year. I couldn't get them around here. I have to order them online, and I'm out of them right now. But I did have regular star of anise already crushed up, if you will. Rosemary, yes, it is dried. Whole cloves. I keep cloves. I use cloves and lemon water a lot. Boil lemons and cloves to make mop water to mop and to clean with. I also put whole cloves in my potpourri pots. That gives it a little extra smell, scent throughout your house. Powdered eggshells, cinnamon, regular old black pepper. Now, I have the eggshells dried here. When You crack your eggs for scrambled eggs or however you make eggs, put them in a cake, whatever. You can put them in your straining pan or bowl, whatever works for you. Just rinse all the white and yolk and anything that may be off of them and dry them. I like to set mine outside. My candle is melting my other candle. Yes, I have my yellow candle for Sunday, my wish card for wish powder. I always like to throw all that in there. The eggshells, I like to put mine outside on the table and let the sun dry them. And I feel like the sun kind of purifies them too. And it dries them a lot quicker. Yeah, you can leave them out as long as you want or bring them in as quick as you want. Me, as soon as mine dry, I bring them in. Um, I've already used my eggshells and made uh, powdered eggshells, but I did dry these to show in the video that in case anybody was wondering how you dry eggs, it's either way. You can put them on a paper towel, put them outside, however it works for you, whatever works for you. So then after you dry them, you put them in the blender. I don't have a mortar and pestle to crush herbs in. I use a regular blender because I do make smoothies with the pink vegan salt for losing weight. That's another video I will do. So with that being said, I made my powdered eggshells a couple of days ago. So I already had them and I already had all of this. So that was one good time I did not have to, or a good thing, one time I did not have to wait to get ingredients for a spell. I mentioned in the video I don't like doing that. When I started out, I'd find a spell and think, oh, well, I'm going to do that. I want to try that. And I'd have to wait till I got an ingredient. Living down here in the country where I do, we don't have Walmart, we don't have a Kroger. So Dollar General and the one grocery store, Cash Saver, whatever it is, doesn't have a big variety of herbs and spices and things. So again, a lot of times I've had to wait till I could get into Walmart or somewhere to get herbs. But that was starting out. Now to the point I have everything. I keep everything on hand. To do a spell or ritual, I don't have to wait most of the time. I mentioned candles, waiting on candle colors. I no longer have to do that. I make my own candles. I have every single color candle in this house in the rainbow, trust me, for whatever spell, and more than one size of that color. I do the candles of the day, the colors. Again, witchcraft is not a religion, it's a way of life. So I try to do something every day. If I don't do a spell or do a ritual or make a video, I still burn my candles, burn incense, I watch a video, I read something. It's everyday thing. It's a way of life. So again, I was real happy to run across this wish powder. I've already made my wish, so now I will store the wish powder in case I wanted to use it again. If not, it still just be part of my herbs sitting around. So I do need to put it in a jar. You can see here I use a lot of jars to store, or use jars to store most of my stuff. I try to buy things in jars. I did a video on how to get the labels off of jars. Some of them are harder than others. These are, this jar is like mushrooms. I get it to Dollar Tree. These labels easily come off and the jar is small. It works for when you don't have a lot of that particular herb. Also, I buy a lot of fresh herbs and use them. And then if they're going to go bad before I get to use them, I will just dry them out to store. The same as if you were going out and digging them fresh. So it works both ways. Jars just work really well, but you can use bowls with lids, again, whatever works for you. If anybody is interested in making this wish powder, have any questions, hit me up. Again, White Raven was the witch in the video that this was her recipe. I do want to give her due credit. So you can also watch how she makes it, and this is just, again, I wanted to make it, so I did a video of how I made it, but again, it came from her. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. If you have any questions, hit me up. Hope everybody has a good rest of their day. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Love and light. Namaste.